G'day fellas and welcome to A Casted Game. Spawning in over on the east side of the map, playing in the purple as the Holy Roman Empire, we've got Ruben. Over on the west side of the map, playing in the color orange, on the Chinese, it is the Wololol God himself, your favorite deli item. It is salami! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the brand new patch. We're here on the ranked ladder, watching and witnessing the greats as they begin to make their way up the ladder, looking to climb towards that Conqueror ranking. You can see right here, Salami, as a previous Conqueror, has got this beautiful little, how do you say it? Dragon, I guess you could say, flying kite, in his town center. Ruben, unfortunately, only a town bell. So perhaps this is a Marine Lord alt account, maybe. That could be one option, but we'll have to wait and see how he plays it out, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to this game, and I'll tell you exactly why that is. So Salami is an incredibly good player. If I was going to list my top 20, he would definitely be on there when it comes to just raw skill at this game. When it comes to creativity, he would be in probably top 2. I mean, him and Don, probably the biggest ones. Who else is super creative that's always showing off new stuff? I don't know. We'd have to think about it. But Salami definitely up there. And this game, I'm sure, is going to be no different. Now, this is a matchup I have a lot of trouble with. Now, as you guys know, China's been through some changes in the most recent patch. Holy Roman Empire also been through some changes. So those Giga Chads, I mean, they're just getting stronger. And the thing is, right, like, China's getting redesigns. Like, oh, they're completely changing the way everything works for China. You know, landmarks getting changed, all that, you know, and just like complete redesigns. Whereas, like, for the Holy Roman Empire, it's like, yeah, we just gave like the Arkan Chapel a new bonus. We just figured, like, it'd be cool. Oh, we just buffed up the mine work. We just gave it another 10% because, well, no one was really using it. So we just made it a little bit more viable. And then for China, it's like, well, we just made it so that deleting your Choku Nu is the only viable way to use them. So that's pretty much it. They're kind of like a suicide. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to hold my tongue on that one. We don't want to get demonetized, at least not this early in the career. But look, at this point in the game, I'm curious to see what kind of style Salami plays here up against the Holy Roman Empire. And the reason why is because even before the patch, oh my god, speaking of before the patch, oh my lord, look at this Arkan Chapel. Oh god, what a juicer right there. That's a 10 out of 10 Arkan. Maybe not a 10 out of 10. You know what? In the new patch, that's a 10 out of 10. Simply because you can just push those deer right up to this Arkan. You got yourself a free deer. Now, unfortunately, you can't push these berry bushes up to the Arkan, but they're still covered by the Arkan with a mill right here easily. He gets the wood line, gets the town center. I'm going to give that a 10, just simply because it's a double food juicer. Obviously, doesn't get the gold. You just chuck a prelate over there. You'll be fine. But I think the hardest part for me is that in this matchup, you're always behind as China. That's the big thing. You know, everything that you want to do, the Holy Roman Empire does it, and they do it better, they do it faster. There's only one exception to that, and that's if you do like a 3TC Song Dynasty boom. But obviously, if you want to do that, you kind of need the map to play it out for you as well. So in this situation, if Salami wanted to go for something as crazy as that, not only would he need lots of resources, he'd have to wall off over here, he'd have to do a big wall over there. So there's only really one map that's viable on, and that is Hill and Dale. Outside of that, it's very, very difficult, this matchup. So I'm curious to see what he goes. If I was going to be real with you guys, I would be thinking one base is probably the best way to play in this matchup at the moment. But it gets hard, right? Because the Holy Roman Empire player, he gets Imperial and he's just on 4 TCs. And you're sitting there with your 1 TC like, yeah, let's go. So who knows? Maybe the play is in this matchup just one town center, Song Dynasty. That could be the way, but already we begin to see Salami now at 4 minutes in, going to be training that Imperial Official. Actually did go for a no Imperial Official opening, something I didn't actually notice. So getting that up at 4 minutes and 3 seconds, not a bad timing there. Imperial Official out straight away, going to start supervising that bad boy up. Now, this is a bit of a trade-off. Now, the big factor here is that if you don't build an Imperial Official at the beginning, you're essentially up a villager. The entire game, you're up a villager. But it gets extrapolated, right? Because now all of a sudden, you've got your Imperial... But before I move on to that, I guess obviously the big factor here is that not only has Salami been receiving only 10 food, where he could be getting 12 food to drop off, I think the other big factor is that there's a lot of food that he's now missed out on. So as an example, you know, a sheep is 250 food. Well, give it an extra 20% on top of that, so it's technically 300 with an Imperial official. So it's like, you know, you're kind of throwing away resources there just by avoiding that, but we do begin to see Salami now. He's going to go for the wheelbarrow. Look how much food he's already got stacked up in that mill, so somewhat delaying the Imperial official hurts him in that regard. But second Imperial official out. He's doing some supervising here over on the 2 villagers on gold. Interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Back at the Arkan Chapel. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, give it to me the good way. Look at that. All those villagers in there. Getting that damn juicy deer. He's got the mill out over here. Wheelbarrow coming through as well. Ruben looking absolutely beautiful. Wait, isn't Ruben also a sandwich? I'm pretty sure. And if I remember correctly, like, it's on the list of best sandwiches in the world. I'm pretty sure it's the Ruben. I'm kind of tempted to just alt-tab and do a bit of a Google right now, but something tells me it's like, I think it's a New York deli sandwich. Am I going crazy right now? We got salami. We got everything going on. Salami moving forward with a curious amount of villagers, 8 villagers to be exact. Ideally, the perfect amount to build that Barbican, just because 8 is an even number and it's divisible by 4 and 2 and 1. And so that's I don't know why. 8 just seems to be standard. I guess because you can, like, if you want to do it on the boar, then you can gather up the boar, that sort of thing. I don't actually know why 8 is the magic number. I've seen other people go for even more than that. I think I saw, was it DeMuslim do like a 15? Yeah, I remember there was a time DeMuslim was doing like this Song Dynasty rush. He would get textiles, and then push with like 20 villagers. It was just ludicrous, and he just put the Barbican right under the enemy town center. But we do see it looks like it's going to be a Barbican, so the Barbican is coming back in this game, and Salami actually walling in his opponent pretty effectively, coming out both sides. Now that's going to stop relic number 1. That's going to stop, well, I say stop with air quotes, relic number 2. Relic number 3, relic number 4, and obviously the Barbican going to be stopping relic number 5. Now, there's going to need to be some walls in between here, so I'm curious what direction we see Ruben go, and it looks like it's going to be the Regnitz Cathedral. So going back to Old Faithful, not going to be bringing out the burgers. And why do I talk? I must be hungry. I must be hungry. You know what? That's what it is. I'm sitting here. It's 2 a.m. I haven't eaten since what? Since 4 p.m. or something like that. Actually, you know what? It's probably about 5:30 p.m. that I last ate. But you know, it's been a while. I'm a big guy. I like to eat. It's been a while. So those 8 villagers now, they're going to be working on that mill. Salami, what direction does he continue going? Looks like it's going to be an early barracks that he goes for here. So a lot of villagers now on gold. So to me, this looks like he's going for castle age. So I'm assuming that this barracks is just designed because he didn't really do much scouting of the enemy. You can see he's got the scout out, but doesn't know exactly what's behind the base. There could be a stable back here. He just doesn't want to take his chances. So he says, you know what? I'm just going to drop the barracks down. Worst case scenario, you know, you go castle age at 8 minutes and you make a stable and you get some knights out, and I'll just have spearmen and a barracks ready to go anyway. So age ups come through now for Ruben. He's beginning to move out over on the map. We see that prelate going to get intercepted by a scout. Walls coming up. Salami's going to be quick if he wants to get this one up. That's what she said. Looks like he's going to be able to do it, though. Walling across that stealth forest. He manages to make it the full wall up in that prelate. Now going to be heading back in a different direction. Now it doesn't really have an option to come through, and Salami going for the full wall down here. Look at this. This is beautiful stuff coming out from Salami. He's got to be careful, though, not to lose that palisade. He's going to be able to repair it all the way up, or rather build it all the way up. More walls continuing to come in. Down towards the south, he's completely walled out this map. Scout down here as well for Ruben. Scouting this one out and just being like, you know what? Hold on a minute. Sheep up on the hill, just chilling. Just being chilling. Scout still going to be working on that one. Prelate under attack. We'll ride on board with Salami for a little bit and see how he's doing as he works towards what I would assume is Castle Age. Still yet to get that Imperial official out, but or that 4th Imperial official out. But one of the things to note, though, is that Salami here has not made a single Imperial official from his town center. Now, you might be looking at that and saying, well, Drongo, that's not that big of a deal, right? No, that's a huge deal. Why is that a big deal, you might be wondering? Well, the reason why it's such a big deal is because each villager takes 13 seconds to make. It doesn't take 20, it takes 13. And Song Dynasty, it reduces the time that villagers take, but it doesn't reduce the time that Imperial officials take to make. So it means that if you want to make an Imperial official from your town center, it takes 20 bloody seconds. That's a long time. So if there's anything that's been buffed up in this recent patch, it is Song Dynasty Fast Castle. Just simply because you can now focus completely on villager production from the town center and still get those Imperial officials out, able to gather up, and it means that by the end of it, you've got an extra 4.5 villagers in town center time because of that. So three Imperial officials coming out. That's 60 seconds. In that time, you can make 4.5 villages, as long as you're in that Song Dynasty. Now, in this case, Salami, you just add another villager on top. Obviously, that villager, it was a 20-second Imperial official compared to that standard 13-second villager. So it means that the real number is about 5.5 villagers. So right now, compared to a China pre-patch, Salami is sitting on 5.5 more villagers, sitting on 39 with 4 Imperial officials. Compare that to his opponent, who's sitting on 34. So he's doing a pretty decent job of just, really just pumping out villagers in that Song Dynasty, and that's beautiful to see. Astronomical Clock Tower now going to be coming up for Salami. Moving forward, Hardened Spearman coming up, looking to potentially drop down an outpost. Is that what we're going to have here, or is he looking to drop down walls? It's going to be gates over here, actually. Villagers just moving straight out. A couple of spearmen here. A lot of knights, though. Got to be careful. That's 3 scouts and a knight. I take it back. 3 scouts and a knight. Not a scary amount, but interestingly, I wonder if he's gone specifically for scouts just for the siege. I would suspect not, though. It seems kind of wild. Scout on the backside moving through. But I think this is an interesting change, because the Regnitz Cathedral is subsequently not going to be getting as much of an impact as it used to get on that 2 relic spike. You're going to have to wait for 3 relic spikes. And I think because of that, you're probably going to see a lot more HRE players look to fight it in the Castle Age. I was going to say the Fortress Age. That's my Age of Empires 3 coming out of me. In the Castle Age, I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Looks like all the scouts have gone down. Spearman going to remain here. Looking to try and take him out. Ruben going to be under attack. Bringing back his first relic. Only 200 gold a minute on this one, instead of that 300 gold that we're so typically used to. Imperial Official going to go down. It's got 1 health left on it. I take it back. And look, let's talk a little bit about this, because this is a big factor as well. In the event this Imperial official goes down, remember, you're now going to have to train it out of the town center. Right? Wrong. You got the Imperial Academy, baby. She's all buffed up now. So it means that in the event you do lose that Imperial official, which is very expensive and there's no way to get any more health on them, you can just very easily rebuild them with that Imperial Academy. So it's such a great change for oh my lord, such a great change for China, and it really sort of standardizes the way that you can play them now. And I do think that we're going to start seeing more standardized builds from them, because prior to this, there was no sort of like set build. I mean, you sort of had your 5-in-1 build, which was where you sent 5 villagers off to sheep on a mill and 1 villager on a lumber camp, and that was very commonly accepted. There was also, the 7-3-3, which was the 7 villagers on food, 3 on wood, 3 on gold, was also commonly accepted. But I do think that the meta will shift for China, where it will become that there is just one clear, the best possible build order. And I'm sure someone will eventually do the math. Ain't gonna be me. I ain't that kind of guy. And we will know. But now those numbers are gonna start building up here for Salami. Working his way all the way across the map. We see that central Barbican gonna be able to support and take out this knight. You can see it's losing a lot of health actually here. Remember, the Barbican has been buffed up. He could look to get a Springald emplacement on it, but just gonna be working on that gold in the middle of the map for the moment. Monk chilling out. At the moment, 1, 2, 3, 4 relics still out here to be claimed. Salami obviously going to be doing his best to try and take it. Look at this. Oh my lord. Look at this absolute Giga Chad. Unfortunately, gets healed up right at the last second. Relic in the middle going to be taken by Salami. More villagers going down. Look at the Spearman numbers, though, looking good. We'll tune in with Ruben and see how he's doing. It's indeed going to be a fast Imperial coming through for him. So a 13 minute and 37 seconds. Do it for me, Ruben. There it is. I'll take it. That's absolutely elite. Or elite, as the gamers do say. The Palace of Swabia coming down. No real surprises there. Considered probably one of the best landmarks. I wouldn't say probably. It is considered to be one of the best landmarks in the game, the Palace of Swabia. You'd be crazy in this situation and not to go for it. The Elsbach, obviously, a little bit more expensive. Maybe if you go double TC in the second age, you can justify it. But hold on a minute. Where is that relic? Oh, you know what? That relic, it's sitting in an outpost. Because why the heck not? It's an outpost. It might as well. Like, if you chuck it here in the Regnitz Cathedral, it's just going to be chilling. You throw it in the outpost, you get an extra armor, extra attack, extra range, extra vision. You're getting so much extra stuff. So why the heck not? Look at the range of it. Surely, is it? Yeah, surely this is balanced. What is this extra range? Hold on. He gets an extra 25% sight range. Hey, Relic, I gotta double check with you. Do you know what 25% is? Because I feel like your standard sight range is to like here. Right? Or do you mean like 25% sight range of the circumference? Is that what you're saying? And you're adding it to the radius? Is that what's happening? That's a lot. Look at it. He sees all the way to Mordor. Like, that is crazy amounts of line of sight there. Up towards the north, though, Ruben continues to wall up. Knight's going to begin coming out. Spearman army looking pretty healthy right now as the push comes in from Salami. He's heard the call, and he looks to push with it. Astronomical Clock Tower finally now going to start work on that nest of bees. Spearman moving forward. You can see the emplacement is through. He's looking to fortify that position as well. Begins working down on those villagers, forcing them towards that town center. They're all going to be jumping inside. Will they? No, they won't. They're just going to be running past, heading back to the Palace of Swabia. We do see a keep getting dropped down. We saw that sort of the elevation change, which guarantees it. But now it looks like the keep going to be coming up here. Villagers actually just going to be getting into a fisticuffs. A lot of these villagers getting low on health. Keep going to be going up, so I think we're probably going to lose about 5 or 6 villagers here. Not a terrible amount. So pretty decent investment here from Salami. He's lost a lot of spearmen, though, for essentially just villagers. And against Swabia, I mean, you don't really care about it. At this point, Ruben sits on 43 villagers compared to Salami, who's on 59. So still that sort of a little bit of a villager lead here. And I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, with this change, to see Chinese players stop going Song Dynasty 2 TC. I don't think it's a mandatory thing, at least in some matchups. I think 1 TC, Song Dynasty, is going to be more than enough, because now not only do you have your extra fast villager production from Song Dynasty, but you also have your free, or I say free, but you have your 3 rather, Imperial officials that you can make from the Imperial Academy. And so essentially it's just like, it acts as a second town center for about a minute. So you know what? I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to take the extra 5.5 villagers, focus on whether that's Castle Age, focus on whether that is looking to play a heavy feudal. But it looks like at the moment Salami's playing a pretty heavy Castle Age. 3 relics picked up for him. We'll take a look at Ruben and see how he's doing on that relic count. We can see that there was a relic down towards the south that is gone missing, gone fishing. I don't see it anywhere. Outpost at the front, still got that single relic in there. I'm going to jump in on his line of sight. Don't tell me Salami's bringing back a 4th relic. Don't tell me Salami's bringing back a 4th relic. Oh, Salami. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. And we can see him dropping down the monastery. The second monastery. Why is he dropping down a second monastery? Because take a look at that but right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a monastery that can only hold 3 relics. That is correct. All of your monasteries belong to us. Well, not really. All of your monasteries can now only hold 3 relics. But you get what I mean. Knight's looking to come out now. I'm curious to see what direction. Oh my lord! I felt like that monk just came out of nowhere and got absolutely ass blasted. Looking to focus down that knight. It's going to escape on 1 health, and we see the Barbican fire off towards the center. I'm curious how that allocation of damage comes out. You saw it firing at 2 different targets there. The final Barbican shot going off on that central unit. Crossbows down to the south. Going to be looking to cap that point now. This is where Ruben, he's got to be smart with his direction. You can see he's going into Lance Connect as well as Knights. If I'm Ruben right here, I think the best thing that you can do is go Horseman Spearman. I reckon Horseman Spearman in this patch is going to be absolutely busted as hell. Mix in a few Lance Connects if you want. But I think for the most part, the big key factor here is going to be those Horsemen. Horsemen are just incredibly strong right now. And speaking of strong, Salami, what are you doing? Very cheeky around that backside. Throwing down some towers. He's got triple tower down here. Sprinkled emplacements coming out for him. Fortification into the sprinkled emplacement. Right on board with Ruben and see how he's doing as a prelate looks to come out and secure that sacred site down to the south. He needs some sort of gold in this economy. And he just can't get it. He's been completely walled out. This is the ultimate Altai strategy. And now Salami looking pretty decent. Moving forward, he's got 3 springleds and a nest of bees. He's got springleds, but I don't know what for. What does he need them for? Well, he knows what he needs them for. Looks like we've got a double Siege Workshop coming down back here for Ruben. So what direction does Ruben go? Is he thinking about a Mangonel potentially? That could be an option for him. Bombards. I mean, you'd be crazy to make bombards in this. I was going to say in this economy. I've already made that joke. In this meta or in this patch, I just think maybe bombards are just a... I don't know. It just comes across as a unit that's probably a little bit... No, not really useful. Just make trebuchets. Well, why are you going to waste all your gold on bombards? They're damn bloody useless. Unless you really have to crack a keep or something like that, and it's hard to, and you don't want to get out 5 trebuchets, then by all means, get a single bombard out. I'll let you. Marching drills now coming through for Ruben. Salami beginning to move forward, and I'm loving this composition from him here. So I was curious in this matchup, what kind of composition would you be looking to go? Hold on, he's got Zhuge Nu here. Oh, is he going Imperial? Is he going to go Imperial into... Is this the new China? Is this the kid? The prodigy? Is he coming in? Because he's making just a handful of Zhuge Nu. And I'm feeling like, is he just going to delete those? It could be. It could be. Maybe he just looks to play... He's selling out resources. I'm getting scared here. I'm getting worried for a second. It's going to be the Yuan Dynasty. Yuan Dynasty is coming in. Are we going to see some Fire Lancers here? Salami, infamous for Fire Lancers when it comes to free-for-alls, when it comes to team games. Yuan Dynasty, or rather Imperial Pale is going to be going down in the middle of the map here. You can see the Barbican here. Now, I wouldn't be surprised. Can this outpost see the Imperial Academy or Imperial Palace? Doesn't seem like it. But on that backside, Trebuchets coming out finally for Ruben. He's going to be looking to take down this position. Interesting that he goes for the double siege workshop here. Now, that actually gets scouted out by Salami, so perhaps that's the reason why he's gone into those Springalds. But I suspect it was almost reactive, or the Trebs and the Siege Workshop was almost reactive just because of this outpost. Back towards the middle of the map, Yuan Dynasty going to provide that beautiful line of sight around, you know, in an unimpaired focus or an unimpaired circle. Jeez, I feel like there are multiple times in these videos, man, I feel like I'm having a stroke. You know, it's not a stroke. I shouldn't say a stroke. It's just, I can't get my words out. And it feels terrible. It really feels terrible. But we'll watch to wait and see how he plays it, as indeed it is going to be... Oh, God. Okay. You guys want to know how to deal with the... This is actually a pretty big brain when you think about it. Is this how you deal with the Holy Roman Empire? Like, you kind of bait them into a push, and then you just kill them? Is this the new way to play China? This could actually be pretty smart when you think about it. At the moment, 124 population for Salami versus 110 for Ruben. Villager count 95 versus 80. So still pretty close on the villager count. Remember, Salami was up for a pretty long time. Now he's going to be falling behind. That outpost is going to be firing off. No relic inside it just yet. He's got a cannon in there with 10 range. He's got to be careful. You can see he's barely got line of sight down on this position. If he's able to pull a relic forward, he's got one relic down here, but ideally you'd look to bring that relic up just so that it can fire down. But that's the real difference here, right? You know, we talked about it a bit earlier. Salami's got 4 of the relics, whereas Ruben's only got 3. Lance Connect yet to get their upgrades. Elite upgrades are coming in now. We also see Veteran Horsemen coming through, which is definitely the right choice. On the south side, we do see the final Sacred Site being captured by Salami. So going to be on a timer. Trebuchets, he's got 2 Trebuchets and a Culverin out here. And look at this single villager. This Culverin needs to take out the villager, and then the Trebs. I mean, the Trebs are just suffering here. They can barely... how long have they been struggling with that position? Lots of horsemen coming out, though, so definitely the right thing for Ruben to do here. Well, obviously, the one thing you've got to be scared of is those Fire Lancers. He's got no idea, though. Unless Salami makes a bit of an accident, a little bit of a whoopsie-doo, and runs over this Sacred Site with all of his units, and it gets spotted out. For the most part, though, he's just hiding. This is Salami's secret Fire Lancer base. And this could be the ultimate way to beat the Holy Roman Empire. Because, as I mentioned at the beginning of this game, that this matchup is one of the hardest matchups for China. I would say it is probably the hardest matchup, especially after the new patch. Oh, no. Oh, my lord. Salami coming in hot with that Clock Tower Nest of Bees. Looking to fire off those villagers. Not waking up in time. He's losing a lot of them. I don't know exactly how many he lost there. I think it was about 3, but he might lose a lot more in this volley. No, never mind. Volley focuses down the... fires down the outpost instead. Looks like the Clock Tower Nest of Bees is going to go the way of the Dodo, though, as that last emplacement shot comes off and takes him out. So now we got that Sacred Site ticker. I didn't exactly catch it, but I'm going to assume it was about 22 minutes in, maybe 21:40, something like that. Salami just spamming out all of his resources, non-stop spending. You can see 15 Fire Lancers in the queue at the moment. He's got 22 of those bad boys. He's not even going for a snipe by the looks of it. Look at the damage that comes out of this. He's got 22 damage on the Fire Lance? Is that accurate? Surely that's not right. Or is it talking about the explosive charge? Because that's a lot of damage. That's a huge amount of damage for the cost of these bad boys. I mean, these guys are pretty expensive, right? 120, 2020, so a total of 160 resources. Are there any other units that cost 160 resources? That's a very weird amount, isn't it? You get 120s, you get 240s, you get 1000s. You don't really get that, but now Fire Lance is going to be moving in, looking to try and find some villagers. Indeed, they will. Blast an ass through there. Fire Lance, yeah, you can see 12 damage now. Looks like the Lance Connect got to take the bait. Elite Lance Connect. Veteran Horsemen going to be following them around. Yuan Dynasty, keep that in mind. It's going to give them that extra movement speed as well. So they're going to be moving at 1.87 movement tiles, or movement speed, compared to the 1.88 of the Horsemen. So barely going to be able to run away. But now at the same time on the front, we begin to see more units moving forward. Salami with vision over this. He could look to try and bring these Springalds behind here and focus down on those Culverin. The Culverin, though, plenty of damage on that. And look at this. Just taking out the houses. Smart move here from Salami. Looking to population block his enemy for the moment. A lot of Lance Connect out, though. Absolutely nothing here to deal with it, with the exception of that nest of bees. Springalds moving forward, looking to fire down upon the Culverin. He's going to get off some decent shots here. These bad boys have got 20 armor on them, though, and you can see the Culverin looking at... Actually, did it one-shot? I don't think it one-shot. Those are Clock Tower Springalds. I'm going to have to relearn the numbers on all of this. Lance Connect's moving up. Never mind, boys. Those are some dead Springalds, and that Trebuchet almost took out the Springald as well. Lance Connect moving forward, looking to spin to win, looking to swoop the whoop, shoop the whoop. Holding on for dear life. Back towards that. Look at the houses just going down. He hasn't even used his emergency repairs on this. I don't think he's got the time to do it. Barely any time at all. You can see, actually, does he even have the network out here? Yeah, he's got the network out here. It might be on cooldown or something, potentially. Now Ruben going to be really under attack. I'm curious how Salami holds this. And oh my lord, the Fire Lancers! The Fire Lancers counter the Lance Connect! A Fire Lancer's back? Oh my god, I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell? Oh my god, okay. All right, was I wrong about China? I might have been wrong about China. Here I am thinking, okay, Lance Connect and Horseman should be fine. And Salami's like, well, what about Fire Lancers? Because the Lance Connect, they can't brace like the Spearman can. They cannot brace the same way as Spearman can. And as a result, they get completely wiped out. Here goes Salami moving in. All of those charges coming through and just getting some big hits off. You can see the amount of damage that comes down on all those units here. Just playing with the Fire Lancers in the Castle Age. Is this the new China? Is the new Fire Lancer build out? Are the Fire Lancers finally meta? Are the Fire Lancers finally here? We've seen them for landmark snipes. That's been about it. But now in the Castle Age, Salami looking to take down his opponent. Now the big factor here is that Ruben is not making any. Well, I take that back. He's making Spearmen. These Spearmen are just Spearmen, not veteran Spearmen, not hardened Spearmen, not elite Spearmen. Spearmen. Oh, the villagers! Oh, the villagers! Big shots coming in from Salami. More and more Fire Lancers looking to take over the game. Look at the damage that he does. Absolutely horrendous. Ruben in shambles right now. He's trying his best to hold on more. Why are you making so many siege workshops? That's the 5th siege workshop you got up here, Ruben. Emergency repair is going to be coming out. Still going to go down. Say goodbye to your emergency repairs. Salami moving through. Takes out more siege on the backside. He is just absolutely torching through this base of the Holy Roman Empire playing. Look at him clean it up now. More and more units looking to surround the charge. Not yet coming out. He heads down upon the villagers and looks to try and break it. With Spearmen yet to receive their braces. The hardened upgrade comes through. It might be a little bit too late though, as Ruben begins to fall down on that economic unit. 78 for him compared to 94 for Salami. He continues pushing through now. Looking strong. Looking healthy. Looking to overwhelm his enemy. The nest of bees in the back. Crossbows looking to dish out some damage as well. The Trebuchet is firing down upon it. Relic dropped on the ground. That's 200 gold. A minute gone down, and all of a sudden Salami is looking to take this game by storm. Fire Lancers, Fire Lancers, Fire Lancers. Is that the name of this patch? Is that the secret to defeating the Holy Roman Empire? Is that the magic trick that we needed? And now Ruben going to be tapping out Salami, the Wallalol god. He doesn't need no Wallalols, not today, ladies and gentlemen. He does it with Fire Lancers instead. Fellas, I hope you've enjoyed this casted game. Go check out Salami. I'll leave a link in the description of where you can catch him. He's probably live on Twitch right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.